What's up, guys? It's your boy Noah. I just wanted to do a little quick Devo with y'all today. And today I'm actually going to talk about faith, specifically Job's faith. And I feel like that is a sort of faith that is very needed in the state of the world that we're in today. So, yeah, I just want to dive into that real quick with y'all. So, I was heavily studying Job chapter 5, and it really just hit me because you see so much of his mentality in that chapter. You see where his head is at, and you really begin to understand the feelings that he truly feels in the state that he's in. He's lost everything. He's lost his livestock. He's lost his family. He's sick, and you really understand, wow, he is going through so much. And many times we can feel that way in our own personal lives. We can feel like we're going through a lot. But then we also look at Job and how he handled his situations. So how did he handle that situation? Well, if we want to look in chapter 5, he already off the bat says in verse 6 through 7, "For hardship does not spring from the soil, nor does it sprout from the ground. Yet man is born to trouble as surely as sparks fly upward." So basically that right there already just says in a nutshell, as humans, we're gonna have trouble. It's inevitable, really. It's something that we can't escape. So because we have flesh, because we are human, we're going to have trouble. It's okay to encounter trouble in your life. But Job obviously handled it in the righteous way. So let's dive into that. Let's dive into how he truly went in and handled his situations. The chapter also continues to say, "But if I were you, I would appeal to God. I would lay my cause before him." And let's just stop right there for a second. That, in a nutshell, is amazing because he says, I know where you're at. I know how you feel. I've been in a hardship. I've been in those situations where you feel like you have nothing and you're alone. But if I were you, I would appeal to God. So don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like no one understands what you're going through, because Job right off the bat says, if I were you, meaning there is a relation, there is a correlation there. And he continues to say, he performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. He provides rain for the earth. He sends water on the countryside. The lowly he sets on high, and those who mourn are lifted to safety. He thwarts the plans of the crafty so that their hands achieve no success. He catches the wise in their craftiness, and the schemes of the wily are swept away. Darkness comes upon them in daytime. At noon they grape as in the night. He saves the needy from the sword in their mouth. He saves them from the clutches of the powerful. So the poor have hope, and the injustice shuts its mouth. That's amazing, guys. We have hope. Regardless of what state we may be in our own personal lives, there is hope for us. And I want a type of faith that shuts the mouth of injustice, honestly. That's what I want. That's the type of faith that I want. I want it to go beyond all of my situations. I want to be able to overcome those things. And basically, Job here says, even though I know I'm going to go through storms, I'm still going to trust God that he's in control, because I know that I need for him to provide. I can't do it on my own. And ultimately, it's Job's faith here that causes him to get his blessing in the end, that causes those miracles to happen truly in the end. So now that we've kind of defined what faith is, let's talk a little bit really about what it can do for us. It states in Job chapter 5, verses 20 through 26, and this is a little bit of a long scripture, so bear with me for a second, but I love this. It says, "You will laugh at destruction and famine, and need not fear the wild animals. For you will have a covenant with the stones of the field, and the wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your tent is secure. You will take stock of your property and find nothing missing. You will know that your children will be many, and your descendants like the grass of the earth. You will come to the grave in full vigor, like sheaves gathered in season." That verse gets me hyped, honestly. I love that because it says we will laugh at these things. We will laugh at the things that we stress about, the things that have caused us to not be able to sleep at night. We're going to be able to laugh at those things because we know that God's in control. We have that faith. We have that trust that God is going to have everything in his hands. And in the end, everything's going to work out okay. Especially in the state of this world today, we're going to look back at this. We're going to look back at all the craziness. We're going to laugh at it because we know that in the end, it could not stop us. It could not bring us down. It wasn't the final say. So really, we need that faith. We need that faith because without faith, there is no relationship with God. If faith is watering the seed that we have so our relationship with God can grow. And ultimately, that's what I want to encourage you guys with today. Just let God take control of your situations. Let God take control of your mindset. because He has it in His hands. Regardless of if you may be worrying about your job that may not be in session right now, you may be worrying about family members that you aren't able to see. Regardless of what the situation may be, God has it in His hands. And we're going to look back and we're going to laugh at this. I for one, I am excited for that. I'm excited for that moment where I know that I'm no longer going to have to stress about these things I'm stressing about. Really, right now, I don't have to stress about it. So I want to encourage you guys with that today. And thanks for tuning in with me. Love you guys. See ya.